Welcome to today's stationery haul from Stationery Pal. I am super excited to show you everything that I got, and you can use the code EmilyStudying to get 10% off your next purchase. Everything is linked in the description. Basically, this video is trying all the stationery I've ever wanted to try, but this is so much stationery, so I am planning a giveaway later in the year, so stay tuned. First up, we got these Monami Neon and Pastel Highlighters. I would say these are knockoffs of Milkliners. They attempted to do that, and I'd say they succeeded alright. They are pretty good highlighters for the amount you pay, as these were extremely cheap and they have pretty good smoothness quality. And coming up next are the Pilot Juice Metallic and Pastel Gel Pens. I've tried the Pilot Juice pens in general before, but I've never tried these ones, so I was really excited to test these out. I love the other pens they have that aren't metallic and pastel. They're just like the normal set, and these pens are really nice in general, and I am quite pleased by them. In this swatch, I used black paper mainly because I wanted to showcase how vivid and nice the colors show up. Of course, you can use white paper if you do have that. However, just for the sake of this video, the colors pop out nicely and are accentuated on this black paper. Here are the Dong A Twinliner Highlighters, which are essentially another Milkliner knockoff. The packaging almost looks the same, and the colors are also very similar, suspiciously similar. I would say they literally tried to remake Milkliners, and I'd say they succeeded. These are really nice, and they're just simple, normal highlighters that work really well. These are the iconic two-way highlighters, which are very similar. They're also these Milkliner dupes, and they come with similar colors. However, they have more like interesting, vivid, and bright colors, and I would say they are pretty good for the price you pay. All around, solid highlighters, would give 4 to 5 stars. Next, we have the Milkliner Highlighters. I've tried these before, so I didn't really want to swatch them. And then next, we have the Stabilo Boss Highlighters. I've never tried these before. I've only like swatched them inside a store, so that doesn't really count. But anyway, these are actually really nice. The ink is super smooth, the highlighter is super thick, and I was quite pleased. Here are the Staedtler Highlighters. It looks like they just stole the concept from Stabilo, but you know what? I can't say anything about that. I can't comment on that. Anyway, you got these calm pastel colors that don't really shout out in your face, and it was nice and smooth ink. Not as smooth as the Stabilo Boss, but they were still nice highlighters for your money. However, these Faber Castell Textliner highlighters, honest opinion here, they were alright pens, nothing special. The ink you can see is like super watery and it like drags, and not a good highlighter in general. Wouldn't really recommend these overall. However, the Stabilo and Staedtler were definitely much better. Here we have just some lime washi tape, and then these Muji cap gel pens. On a personal level, I do enjoy using Muji cap gel pens. However, I have heard people saying, oh, they're super scratchy and they don't really last that long, but personally I haven't come to that issue yet. I just really like them as a pen, and I think they're pretty good. Next are the Zebra Sarasa vintage gel pens, and these are just Zebra Sarasa pens, which are my absolute favorite if you didn't know, but in these milder and like darker vintage, as they call it, colors. You get this dark academia sort of vibe from these pens, which I really like. Next, we got the Pentel Energel pens. Pentel has really good pens in general, but I've never tried these specific brand of their pens, so I was super excited to test them out. You know, do they live to the hype? I've heard lots about these, and these are really smooth, and the colors are really vivid. The pen is really thick and juicy, and it's just a nice pen all around. Here are the Uniball One Gel Pens, and I've tried these before, and I know they are a pretty good pen. I personally think it's just an all-around nice gel pen, nothing too special about it. It's just good ink, good color, everything about it is nice in general. Right here we got the Propus window highlighters. So these are really cool highlighters, mainly because they have a window, so sometimes when you're highlighting and you can't see past it, these have these little windows so you know when to stop, and they have these colors that are really pastel, and they're sort of like the Milkliners. They're just nice and calm, and I never knew they had these, and I'm really impressed by these in general. They're nice and smooth, and the colors are really bright. And I'm super excited to show the Uniball Gel Pens because I've heard a lot about these, but I haven't had to try them yet, and these are really nice gel pens I've heard. They have a good ink flow, and I would say they are pretty good gel pens. However, I'm starting to notice in like my voiceover, I say a lot of pens are inherently smooth, but check out this video where I check other factors that influence a good gel pen because as it seems, a lot of them are all good. I've also seen these Pilot Frixion pens around, and I wanted to see if like, are they good highlighters? Are they good at erasing? What's the hype around these pens? So they have this nice pastel color, but honestly the ink is not that smooth. It's a bit scratchy, as you can see, and it's not that great in general, mainly because I think it has to have that erasable ink formula. But if you find you're always erasing things like in textbooks or on paper, these are to go because you really can't see the highlighter and it's like gone completely, which is really cool. Next are these zebra highlighters that claim to be no smudge, and I thought these were going to be good because I like zebra items just in general, but these were awkward and weird, mainly due to this flexible tip. As you can see, when I press down, it like flexes. It's hard to explain, but you can see it right here, and they claim that it's not gonna smudge, but it literally smudged. Plus the ink was kind of scratchy. I don't know how you could say like water is scratchy, but it was. I don't know how to explain it. But these Kokuyo Mark Plus highlighters I was really hyped for, mainly because this packaging looks really nice, and Kokuyo items are just great in general. It has two ends, this chisel and super pointed tip, and when I tried them, the ink was very good, but the colors are alright. They go together, but they don't have much variety. Here are the Kokuyo Beetle Tip highlighters. I think they're called Beetle Tip because the tip looks like a beetle, as it claims. With this, it's similar to a 3-in-1 highlighter, so you can have your normal chisel tip that does a straight highlight, then you can have a fine tip, and then this double-ended tip. Overall, pretty solid highlighters. Would give like a 4 out of 5 stars for this design and ingenuity. Another cool item are these Kokuyo Beetle Tip dual highlighters. So they are similar to the 3-in-1 concept, however they have two different ends. So if you easily wanted to switch between colors, you can do this. As you can see here, you can have one green end and then you switch over to the purple end, and then you can do two of them at the same time if you do it directly down the middle. Ooh, isn't that fancy? However, my only issue with these pens in general is that the colors don't vibe together. I mean, green and purple, it's like not really complementary to each other. Plus these colors are a bit bright and neon-y for my preference, but overall pretty interesting and cool pen. Anyways, here are the Faber Castell Textliner highlighters, which are similar to the ones I showed earlier, except they're in a slimmer body and the ink formula is a bit better. Here's a comparison between the two pens. They have similar colors but not exactly the same, I would say. Anyway, so when I swatched them, these were much smoother than the original ones, which were very scratchy, and the colors are alright. However, here we have the Pentel FitLine highlighters, which look very similar to the previous, except they're a bit different. They're pretty normal and basic highlighters, nothing too fancy about them. They have two ends. The colors are pastel, nice and light, and the ink is alright. It's not the best, but not the worst, I would say. Anyway, here are the Ninpie pen and marker highlighter. I don't know if I said that right. Anyway, so as you can see in like the label, it comes with two ends. It's similar to the Kokuyo one, except it comes with like a super fine tip, as you can see, and the colors go together alright, I would say. It's just a cool looking pen in general, and if you want like a fine tip and regular tip altogether. Here are just some assorted black brush pens, nothing too special, but anyway, I got this cute checklist sticky note and these stamp stickers, plus these Swatelier stickers. I really like them. They're pretty high quality. And then Stationery Pal sent over some freebie stickers from their original brand, which are pretty nice and cool. I like to use these on my journal. Anyways, we have this gold ruler. I don't know why, but I think this has got to be like my favorite item, mainly because I've never had a gold ruler and I've been using it lately and it's really nice. It's just a good quality brass ruler that looks gold. Plus, we got some assorted freebies, just some random things like this bubble tea little thing. I don't really know. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Stationery Pal for sending everything. I hope you enjoyed it, and check out these other stationery hauls if you enjoyed this one. See you later. Bye bye.